New Year's Day, 1985. Hampstead, North London. A woman in a cocktail dress runs into the street screaming for help. "Someone's shot my husband. Please, help me." Inside their 10-bedroom mansion on Millionaires Row, police discover 40-year-old fashion tycoon Anthony Constantinou, dead in his private chapel. 6 bullets, 4 to the chest, 1 in each temple. Polished nickel casings glint on the marble floor. The press would call it the Silver Bullet murder. Aristos had built his fortune from nothing, a rags-to-riches story that Britain adored. Lavish parties, glamorous suits, a wife, Elena, 3 young sons. But beneath the image of perfection, detectives found contradictions. There was no forced entry, no signs of a struggle. Whoever killed Aristos had been welcomed inside. Elena maintained her innocence, saying she had nothing to hide. But the whispers never left her name. She took her boys to America, fleeing the shadow of a murder that would haunt their lives forever. Years later, one of those boys returned. Anthony Constantinou, charming, intelligent, ambitious. He was determined to restore the family legacy his father left behind. After a brief stint in pharmaceuticals, he entered London's financial world, the place where power and greed collide. By age 34, Anthony was running a trading firm called Capital World Markets. It promised investors incredible returns, wealth, status, freedom. And for a time, it worked. CWM became a symbol of success. Sponsorships with Chelsea Football Club, Wigan Warriors Rugby, Honda MotoGP, Cyclone Boxing, and the London Boat Show. Anthony was living the high life, and the tabloids loved him for it. They called him Britain's Wolf of Wall Street. He spent £2.5 million on a wedding in Santorini, 70,000 on his son's first birthday party, and over 400,000 on private jet trips. His Hampstead home, on the very street where his father was killed, became a shrine to power. But behind the champagne and spotlights, the empire was already cracking. In 2015, the illusion began to crumble. Former employees described the office as chaos. Wads of cash thrown through the air. Champagne poured over heads. Young workers bullied into drinking bottles of Grey Goose. One woman said he pinned her against frosted glass and groped her while others watched. Another, that he shoved wasabi into her mouth during a business meeting. He was later convicted for molesting 2 women. The judge compared his workplace to a scene straight out of Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street. Drugs, sex, money and corruption, all wrapped in charm. That same year, police raided Capital World Markets. What they found confirmed the rumors. A £64 million Ponzi scheme, hidden behind football logos and fake trading accounts. Investors lost everything. Anthony's lavish image shattered overnight. And just like his father's murder decades earlier, the truth was buried under layers of deception. In June 2023, Anthony Constantinou was convicted in his absence for fraud. He was sentenced to 14 years in prison. But by the time the verdict came in, he was already gone. Weeks later, a death certificate surfaced in Central America, claiming he died of a heart attack. But investigators didn't believe it. Interpol issued a silver notice, one of Britain's first, calling for an international manhunt. The trail ran cold, but whispers said he was alive, hiding, watching. 40 years after the Silver Bullet murder, the Constantinou family remains divided. Elena still denies involvement in her husband's death. Anthony's uncle believes otherwise, and the son who built an empire of lies vanished before facing justice. Father murdered, son disgraced, both gone without closure. The family name, once whispered with envy, now spoken only in scandal. This is Crime Verdict. Subscribe for more true crime investigations. And remember, even in high society, greed can write its own obituary.